Hi, it's Christy at the Bureau, here to talk to you about the cold morning that we had this morning and also the rain that's expected to develop over Central Australia over the next couple of days. So starting with this morning's cold morning, we can see these widespread light blue and white areas showing very cold temperatures across much of the country. Giles, 0 in Western Australia, Alice Springs -3, down to -4 almost in Ceduna. These are all places that had their coldest morning of the year. A July record for Warrnambool in Victoria, -2.4, and down in Tasmania, topping the list, -13.5 at Lyowini. Very cold morning in Tasmania. And what's causing that? Well, it's being caused by this large high pressure system that's sitting to the south of the country. And that's not only driving cold Antarctic air up over the country, but also giving us clear skies and light winds, the perfect conditions for heat to escape overnight. We can also see that that system is driving these showers right along the east coast, with onshore flow being pushed from the water onto the coast. We also have this system over South Australia and Queensland, which is driven by a large upper low pressure system that's developing, and that's initially going to start over South Australia but extend into Western Queensland, and by the time we get to the end of the weekend also into parts of New South Wales as well. Finally, we have this cold front crossing southwestern parts of Western Australia on Sunday. So how much rainfall are we expecting with all these weather systems? Well, over in the west, mostly single-digit rainfalls with that front that's crossing, a little bit more along the coast. But over Central Australia, with that patchy rainfall, possibly some thunderstorms, maybe even some locally heavy falls with those thunderstorms, we could see widespread falls of 10 to 30 millimetres, maybe even some areas up over 50 millimetres. And along the east coast, with those showers continuing most days over the rest of the week and the weekend, potentially again widespread single-digit rainfall, but closer to the coast, again 10 to 30 millimetres, maybe even some places up over 50 millimetres, particularly about the North Tropical Coast and the Cassowary Coast in particular. So looking at our temperatures, we are expecting another cold morning tomorrow morning, but not quite as cold as we saw this morning. Still some frost potential through Central Australia, down to 0 at Alice Springs. Also possibly frosty over parts of Victoria and Tasmania. There is a road weather alert for Tasmania for icy roads, so take care if you're in that part of the world. Daytime temperatures tomorrow mostly below average, particularly over central and western parts of the country, and also down the eastern seaboard, where those showers and some cloud will keep the temperatures a little bit suppressed. For Saturday morning, we're looking at, once again, the risk of some frost over inland parts of Western Australia and also down over Victoria and Tasmania. But we will see that cloud that's developing over Central Australia with that shower activity, keeping the temperatures just a little bit less cold than they have been. And finally, during the day on Saturday, we're once again expecting temperatures near or slightly below average. And that's it for our weather update. For your location, make sure you check out the Bureau's website or app, and we'll see you again soon.